Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Monica. Today's video will be on CPITN Index. So let's begin with the topic. So what is CPITN Index? So CPITN it stands for Community Periodontal Index of Treatment Needs. So this index is both reversible and irreversible index, and it checks for gingival bleeding, presence of calculus and periodontal pockets. So who developed CPITN Index? So Juka Anemo, David Barnes, George Beager, Terry Ketris, Jean Martin, Jennifer Sardo Enferi, under the guidance of World Health Organization and Federation Dentaire International, developed CPITN Index in the year 1982. So why was CPITN Index developed? So it was a tool used to survey and to evaluate the periodontal treatment needs. Also, it was a screening tool to identify the actual and potential periodontal problems in the community and individual. So which instrument is used for CPITN index? CPI probe, it is used for CPITN index, which has a 0.5 mm ball at the end of the probe, and it has color coded bands which range from 3.5 mm to 5.5 mm, and the second band it ranges from 8.5 mm to 11.5 mm. So to determine the probing depth and to check for presence of calculus or for bleeding response, no greater pressure than 15 to 25 gram should be used. So coming to the sextants which are used in the CPITN index. So the dental arch, it is divided into 6 sextants. So the upper arch, it is divided into right maxillary posterior sextant, which involves tooth number 17 to 14. Then is maxillary anterior sextant, which involves tooth number 13 to 23. Then is left maxillary posterior sextant, which involves tooth number 24 to 27. Coming to the mandibular arch, we have right mandibular posterior sextant, which involves tooth number 47 to 44. Then is mandibular anterior sextant, which involves 43 to 33. Then we have left mandibular posterior sextant, which involves a tooth number 34 to 47. So the third molars, they are only assessed if they function in place of second molars. So the codes which are used in the CPITN index includes code 0, code 1, code 2, code 3, code 4 and code X. So coming to the criteria for codes, so code 0, it means that there is no signs of disease, that there is no bleeding on probing, there is no presence of calculus, and there is no attachment loss, or there is no presence of periodontal pockets. So code 1 means that there is gingival bleeding after gentle probing. So coming to code number 2, so it depicts the presence of supra or subgingival calculus. So coming to code 3, so it depicts that there is presence of pathological pocket of 4 to 5 mm. So we can see that the gingival margin, it is on the black area of the probe, that is between 3.5 mm to 5.5 mm. So coming to code number 4, in this we can see that there is presence of pathological pocket of 6 mm or more, and that is the black area of the CPITN probe. It is not visible. So coming to code X, so it is depicted when only one tooth or no teeth they are present in a sextant. So coming to the classification of treatment needs, TN0, it means that a recording of code 0 that is healthy or code X that is missing for all sextant, and indicates that there is no need for periodontal treatment. So next is TN1, which means that a recording of code 1 indicates need for improving the personal oral hygiene of that individual. Next is TN2A. In this, a recording of code 1, it indicates need for scaling and also improving the personal oral hygiene of the patient. Next is TN2B. In this, both code 2 and code 3 are treated. And code 3, which includes shallow to moderate pocketing of 4 mm. In this, patient is given scaling treatment along with instruction to improve the personal oral hygiene. Secondly, whenever scaling and root planing is done, so it reduces the inflammation and bringing down the 4 mm to 5 mm pocket to values 3 mm or below. Thus, these sextant with code 3, they are placed in the same category as for the code 2. So TN3, in this recording of code 4, which have 6 mm or deeper pockets, in this complex treatment are provided, which includes deep scaling, root planing, and more complex surgical procedures are performed. If you have found the content useful, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.